Hello! Today we have another change. Prime Minister Trudeau kind of alluded to it, but then the Minister of Small Business and something, I don't know, Small Business Minister, described a small bit more detail. So today they were talking about the corporate tax deadline, which is actually kind of a funny thing to talk about in terms of like the tax deadline, because corporations, as you may or may not know, are allowed to choose whatever day they want as their year end. I always recommend you choose the last day of a month because it makes reporting a lot easier, but you could actually choose whatever day you want to be the last day of your fiscal year as a corporation. So it's not like the personal tax deadline where every single person is held to that deadline, or well, I'm not going to get into it. Most people are held to that deadline. It's 6 months after, so your corporate taxes are due 6 months after your year-end date, which means that when the government talks about changing the corporate tax deadline, it's a more fluid or more general thing that they're talking about. But today, they said that corporate taxes that were due in June, July, or August are now due September 1st, 2020. So if your return was due in August, not a huge change for you, but if your return was due, say, June 30th, which is the due date for most December 31st year ends, which is a large part of the corporate tax population, then you now have until September 1st, 2020 to file your return, which can provide a much needed buffer if you are struggling to get your taxes done. Maybe your accountant is struggling to help you right now because personal tax season got extended. We're in the last week of it. So close, so close. And so maybe you're having trouble getting that filed. It is kind of nice to get that extra buffer, also kind of terrible because then it just sort of drags it out, but mostly nice. The commercial rent portal was open today, so if you have a landlord that qualifies for the Canada Emergency Commercial Rent Assistance, then today was a day that they could start applying. Just like with the CURB though, there's staggered days that you can apply. So I think today was like Alberta and Quebec if you have less than 10 tenants, and tomorrow's Ontario and Quebec or something. If you go to the Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation website, the CMHC, that's where you can get all the information that you need, including the days that you can apply. So encourage your landlord to go and apply for that if you were paying less than $50,000 in rent and you've seen a 70% decrease in your revenues due to the pandemic. The last thing that was announced today that I found interesting was the Business Resilience Service. Business Resilience Service was announced. This is a service that allows you to call and get specific business advice from a professional. So this is meant for not-for-profits and for charities and small businesses that otherwise wouldn't have access to a professional. So the CPA Canada has organized this, or they're helping with the Chamber of Commerce, and 125 CPAs are answering phones basically from small business owners and nonprofits and charities to just answer questions and try and navigate this really weird time that we're in. So if you don't have access to somebody in your area, you can't pay for them, maybe then this is for you. So the phone number is 1-866-989-1080. I will post that in the description, but it is available 7 days a week for the next 4 weeks, and it's open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern time. And it just provides access to accountants if you otherwise don't have access. So super excited about that one. I think that's a great offering from the Chamber of Commerce and from CPA Canada. So I think that's really good. And that T2 deadline move, I think is actually a good thing, as much as I don't love dragging stuff out. If you have any questions about any of these or any of the other subsidies or programs that the government has come up with, has announced, offered in the last however many months. You know what, if you have questions at all, leave them for me in the comments and I will do my best to answer you. I hope you're having a good day. I hope your week is going to go well. Today's Monday, so brand new week. We're in the last week of tax season, like I said, so I'm hoping this goes well this week. I will see you guys tomorrow. Ooh, I have a brand new end screen. Hold on, guys. Wait for it. There it is. I'll see you guys tomorrow.